out, everybody. We're just going to do a yoga session today, so you don't need any equipment, just a mat, and see if you can get through some of these yoga poses. It shouldn't be too difficult, ideal for beginner level. Just a few stretches and getting deep into your downward facing dog, and then a couple of lunge positions, warrior one, warrior two. So let's go ahead and get started. In a downward facing dog, so come down to your mat, walk it out until you are stretched out. Hands are as close to the front as they can be and feet are as close to the back, and you're just going to lift up on your heels or onto your tippy toes for a good deep stretch. This is just a little bit of a warm-up. Move your left foot closer to the center. I'm gripping the edges of my mat because my hands are slippery. So take your right leg and just do a couple of kicks for 1, 2, and 3. Now switch and do the left leg. Kick it out for 1, 2, and 3. Walk out the feet. And then go ahead and pick up your right leg, and we're going to open up the hip and give it a little kick. A couple of kicks. Set that foot down, and then let's pick up the left leg and go ahead and kick that one out, and then roll it out into a plank position, and then come down to chaturanga or knees. You can put your knees down, chest, chin to the floor. I'm going to scoot back. And you can take your hands and tent your fingertips to the floor and push up and down. So we're stretching our abs out. When you're coming up like this in your cobra, pull the glutes in, squeeze the glutes in. Try not to use the lower back. And then dip one shoulder down and the other shoulder down. Back to the center. Dip and dip. Back to the center. Dip and dip. And then push up. And then we're in our cat-cow, so let's go ahead and roll it out a few times. And just do a few of these extensions and flexions. And then push forward from your child's pose. You're just launching forward on the knees. And then come up into a downward facing dog. And then let's walk it up to the front. Carefully roll up the body. Roll out the shoulders. Hands come into prayer position. And then we're just going to step it back. So take the right foot back, and now take your hands up into a warrior one, and let's just swoop the arms up and down. 1, and that was 2, and 3, and then open up into a Virabhadrasana 2 and pump it out a little bit here. Then you're going to reach back into your peaceful warrior, and then extended side angle, and then back again into peaceful and extended, and then peaceful and extended, and then take the hands down to the floor, frame your foot so you can come into a pyramid pose. You can angle the back foot. Now you can face it to the front. And then we'll bend the knee and stretch it out, and bend forward, stretch. We're doing at least 3 of everything. And then we're gonna set that right foot back down on the floor and open up the body into a triangle, Trikonasana. And let's just circle that arm out. 1, 2, and 3. And then take your right arm and wrap it behind your back. So you're in a partial bind here. Good. And then bend that knee, open up the arm, and now we're back in our warrior 2, pumping it out. And then we're gonna take both hands to the floor into your lizard pose. So that looks like this. You're opening up the left knee, and the right knee is hovering, or you could set it down on the ground. We're gonna step back from this pose back into your downward facing dog, a 3-legged dog. And then take the left leg, cross it under you, and open up the body for a deep stretch. See if you can arch that arm. And then put the hands back on the floor. You can hold in this stretch here for an IT band stretch. And then bring that left leg back, walk it out. And then let's roll it out into a plank, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin to the floor. Come up into upward facing dog. You can set the knees down and push back into downward facing dog, or just go straight back into downward facing dog and walk it out to the front. Roll up. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So now we're gonna step back, and I'll show you the back view. So stepping back with your left foot. Now we're in a warrior 1 with the opposite leg. And then we're gonna swoop for a couple of these arm movements in a warrior 1. And down. And then open up and pulse it out for a warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. And then let's go into our peaceful warrior. And then extended side angle. And then back. Reach back. And forth. Oh, that's my lower back cracking. And reach back. And forth. Then you're going to frame the foot so you can come into a pyramid. So we're stretching in a pyramid stretch and bend. Pyramid stretch, pyramid pose, and bend. And once more, then bend. And then open up the stretch into a triangle, Trikonasana. And your left arm reaches up to the sky. Your right fingertips are down on the floor or touching a block or on your shin. And then you can wrap your left hand behind you in your triangle pose. Stretch out your lower back. If you can hear mine cracking. Good. And then take it back to the floor. And let's come into the lizard on this leg. And you're just pulsing it out. We're going to step back into downward facing dog, walking it out, 3-legged dog, and then you're going to take your right leg and cross it under, and then open up your body into this deep stretch. Reach up, stretch. You can even put your hands to the floor and get that little twisted stretch in your side leg. And then we're going to do our flow. So bring the leg back. And then we're coming into a plank chaturanga. Lift up into your upward facing dog. Pull those glutes together. Pull your feet together. Flatten them out on top of the mat instead of going out wide like that. You want to bring them together. Press into the mat. Come up tall. And then either knees come to the floor to push back into your downward facing dog, or you just come straight back into it. And then let's jump forward into this deep Malasana squat. So now you're in your Malasana squat. Catch your breath. Hang out here for just a second. And then walk your feet in for a little hug, cosmic egg. And now we're gonna lift ourselves up from our cosmic egg position. Put your hands out. You're still on your tippy toes. So my tippy toes here. And then push up and then bring the feet down. And that's gonna be it for your yoga session today. So thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.